Hello my friends and welcome to Practice English with Paul. Yes, it is weekly video time. Weekly video number 3 for the 14th of August 2015. I have a collection of your questions plus some common mistakes that I have noticed throughout the week. Now, starting with our usual theme, messages on Facebook. Yes, my friends, you still keep sending me hundreds of messages. And it actually gets a bit rude when some of you say, please answer me, you haven't answered. I get 100 messages every day. I can't do it. I seriously can't answer. Especially, most of you ask the same questions. Are you a teacher? Where are you from? I can answer that now. Yes, I'm a teacher. I'm from London, but I work in Moscow, Russia. And a lot of you ask for my help, of course. That's why I'm making videos. I am posting grammar and vocabulary posts to really be of use. But the problem is, like 2 days ago, I posted something very interesting to give you the chance to do some writing to practice your English. I asked you about your hobbies and some of you wrote some wonderful pieces and I could correct it. But the problem was, every time I'm correcting, hello, 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 and it stops me from actually helping you. It stops me from posting information. It just takes up too much time because I'm a nice man, I'm polite, of course I have to reply sometimes. But you have to understand, my friends, I'm not going to reply anymore. If you want to speak to me, in the comment section under my posts or on YouTube under my videos, if you have a question about language, post it under the weekly videos, okay? As for my channel, Practice English with Paul. Again, my friends, some of you in the comment section, again, especially on Facebook, you're asking me questions. Oh, please do something on how to speak English or learn vocab. I have done this. It's on my video list. All you need to do is just scroll down my page and you will find so much information. Okay? I'm thinking very soon of creating some special community pages, especially in the contact here as well, to make it much easier to find all my information because there's a lot and I want to make it a bit more organized for you. Okay, so again, you know, just check a bit more carefully. The information is there. Of course, not everything, it will take me forever, but you know, really do try to use your initiative and just scroll down just for about 5 seconds to find some previous videos. Okay, now you'll notice on the contact here and Facebook, I have created a grammar poll. I have asked you what areas of grammar you would like me to teach in my next videos. I've given a list of 5. Now some of you, again in Facebook, are asking me to do other things. I didn't ask for that. I said like articles, passives, how to learn phrasal verbs, how to generalize in English and one other. Some people are asking me for infinitives and gerunds. That's not in my list. I'm not offering to do it. I'll do that at another time because it's quite a simple area of English. So please select which area you would like. The area with the most votes, I will make a video on that next week for you. If it's articles, there's going to be many videos for them because it's a very, very big area. And also, if for example you chose passives, I would teach passives from beginners all the way to advanced. Now, the free speaking lessons, I mentioned on Facebook, and I'll do this for the contact here as well. Again, because I'm going to stop responding to private messages, because to give you something back, I mentioned that 3 times a week there are going to be times when you can contact me on Skype. So I'm going to create a list of times when people can contact me, like a kind of free lesson, so to speak, free speaking lesson. I'm still playing with the methods of doing this to find the best way because I don't want it to go wrong. So when I'm happy that it works, I really think we can maybe start next week and have maybe like 3 90-minute sessions. So I'll put more information about that in posts very soon for Facebook and for the contact here to give some of you the opportunity to speak with me, okay? Because let's be honest, it's better than writing messages, right? And I think this will work out very, very well. I think it's a good idea. And also for you, it's for free, for now. Okay, now somebody asked me my favourite book for learning grammar. It's this. Can you see it? Michael Swan, he is my guru when it comes to grammar. Okay, this is Oxford English Advanced Grammar course. There are two others in the series, like I think elementary and intermediate. They're different colours. You can find these online, but just type in Oxford English Grammar course. Say this is the advanced. It has a CD-ROM. This is an amazing book because Michael Swan goes into extreme detail, and he talks about all those little things that you don't usually find in normal textbooks. You know, he goes extra information about present perfect, extra information about passives and discourse markers, etc. And again, like even here, prepositional verbs, you can see, you know, it has nice explanation, even has some practice here as well. Yes, it's like a lots of good practice, like even here, like he has a mixture, some practice here where you must create the language yourself. Of course, some practice here where you just circle the correct answer. But at least in this book, it forces you to really create the language yourself, and that's how you learn. Like not just putting a word in a box like a monkey can do. Right? Now, somebody asked me the bombshell question number 4. Is online material useful? I suppose that includes me as well. Okay. How can I explain? Firstly, I respect anybody in the teaching community who tries to make videos, makes their own materials, web pages, etc, etc, etc. You know, I think it's fantastic. I would say 70% of the material that I find on social media, like Facebook for Contactia and other things, most of it's completely useless, to be honest. There is no educational value at all, because especially on the Contactia, like most posts are shared among people. Very rarely does anybody create something themselves, and quite often there's like a list of English words with translations, and if it's like discourse markers or phrasal verbs, that list is completely useless. And you will not be able to use them correctly, and I promise that, because there is so much information out there that if it was useful, everybody would speak perfect English, but nobody does yet. Some people speak very good English, because I don't believe in being perfect, but if we were able to use all this information, you would not need me. That's the answer. So I think, yeah, some of the videos on YouTube are pretty good. I have seen lots of videos with some mistakes, or some videos where a teacher has his own method, which I find, but again, on the social media, social networks, I've not been impressed with what I've seen, and that's why I like to make my own stuff, to be honest, to really kind of help you, because the most important thing you need, my friends, when learning a language, you need structure. You need to have a structure. It's not useful just to learn random stuff from here and there. It won't help you so well. You need a clear, defined structure. That's why you need a teacher. Okay, so I hope that's sort of clear. Again, like, you know, people who make material, well done, thank you, it's fantastic. It's more about the people taking the material, which is the problem. Now, here are some little sort of corrections, just 3 for today. It is very sweet when people write, "Dear Paul," that's so kind, like in a letter, "Dear Sir" or "Madame," "Dear Paul." But please don't write, "Thanks, my dear," especially if you're like a guy, okay? Even if you're a woman. You don't know me very well, I don't know you very well, you're a student, I'm a teacher. It's too familiar, it's too informal. It's like saying, "Thank you, my darling," "Thank you, baby." It's not normal, so you need to understand, my friends, don't write this, okay? If you went to England, we wouldn't like it. The second one, the university. A lot of you, when talking about your, you know, what you do, or you're a student, you say, "I am at the university." That's wrong. There is no article here. Okay, I go to university, I go to school. I go to church. My brother is in prison. There is no article. But there can be an article. If there is an article, like the university, the meaning is different. So if I say, I'm going to the university to speak to the director, I'm going to the university for a different reason. So with no article, I go to university to learn. I go to school to learn. I am in prison because I'm a criminal. I go to church to pray. So I go to this place to do its function. Without the article, with the article, I go for a different reason. I'm going to the school to install some new windows. I'm going to the church to clean the floors. I'm going to the university to buy some books. Okay, it's a bit different. And again, if I teach articles soon, I will mention this one more time. Now the last one, it's not a small language point, it's huge. Present perfect. I will do a special video on this sometime in the future. And in fact, to be honest, when my website is when my website is up and running, I'm going to do a very special video on this. YouTube will have the first 2 videos, but the rest of the videos, you're going to pay for it because it's a very, very big area of English and it takes a lot of time. But a lot of you are making mistakes between for and since. Remember, for is like how long, for 5 years, for 3 days, for 5 seconds. So I have been working as a teacher for 12 years, for 5 days, for all my life, like the length. Since, like starting point, okay? I have been working as a teacher since Tuesday, since last month, since I was a child. Do you see the difference? And again, in any grammar textbook, you will find exercises on this. So my friends, I'm not going to talk more about present perfect because that is an extremely big thing, but many of you are making mistakes with this and I will do something about it, okay? So my friends, I'm going to go to work now. I have a busy day. I have to teach CAE, I have to teach a couple of private students, and I have IELTS in the evening. It's a fantastic class. Thank you for watching, my friends. Have a nice day and enjoy practicing English with Paul. Goodbye.